Hi everybody! So today's video I'm going to talk about testing your blood sugar and why it's important. But before I get to that, I want to go over a few other things. A lot of you are probably wondering, what exactly is diabetes? Well, as per told by your doctors, diabetes is a medical condition in which there's no cure. In my case, diabetes is that my pancreas does not make insulin. And so I have to give it to my body. So take, for example, an infant. An infant needs calcium and milk and food, but the only way they're going to get it is if mama or someone gives it to them. Same concept. So my pancreas hates me apparently, and well, you learn to live with it day by day. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is testing your blood sugar. Now, your blood sugar is very important to your care and controlling your diabetes. Yes, my fingers after a while start to look like this. I'm not sure you can see that. Let me try turning it a little more. But you see little bumps in my fingertips. You can kind of see the little blurry things right up here. So you can see little blurry things right about here. Sorry, I don't have the angle right, I guess. Oh, there we go. And those are the testing areas that I use. I use my other fingers and some other hands, but I am preferent to the first three on my left hand. I don't know why, it's just something I've grown up custom with. So the first thing I'm going to do is test my blood sugar. Now to do this, you have something that looks probably similar to this. Maybe a little smaller, skinnier. There are many different blood glucose tester meters, and this is the one I use with my insulin. So this one is called a PDM. It's a personal data manager, and it goes with the insulin pod pump that I use that you'll learn about in the next video or so. So the first thing I'm going to do is hold down, you see here there's a home key. You can hold down the home key and my machine will turn on, and it tells you some basic information here. Okay, so right here you can see there's 50 plus units, full battery. My last blood glucose was 223. The last insulin was 16 units. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my little tools here. Let me get them out and I will show you. So the first thing I get out is this right here. These are the strips that go in my meter to test my blood sugar. And I just take this cap off here, very simple. Pops on, pops off. And I'm going to dig in here a little bit. Make sure you wash your hands and try to use a hand sanitizer, but it is going to burn when you stick your finger. Just be really careful. And what I get out of this machine is this little strip right here. It's really tiny and really small, which is great because that means it doesn't need a lot of blood. This here, this is what it looks like on the front up close, and then I'm going to turn it around for you. This is the back. See some little gray dudes up there, and the bottom here. And you're going to see on this side of this strip here, this is this side, they're pretty simple. They're about yay big as you, oh, sorry, I keep blocking my face, I apologize. They're about yay big, and they're pretty simple to use, really lightweight. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to hold here, right underneath the butterfly, the big part at the top, skinny part towards the bottom. I'm going to take my machine here, and it's turned itself up because the light doesn't stay on very long. And I'm going to put this strip into my machine, and you'll see it says checking. Give it just a minute. There you go. The code it gives me is the code that is on my bottle here, and that's right here, code 16. So it's telling me now to apply, there we go, to apply a blood sample to the strip. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tool here. This is a lancing device. And I'm going to, some of these are really basic, mine's very basic, pull and stick. So what I'm going to do is pull here. I've already cleaned my fingers and I have a little alcohol wipes over here, so it's going to sting. So I take my hand, I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to stick my finger right there, and it kind of stings. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure you can get enough on the blood to put on the machine. You can see I have a drop of blood here. So I take like this, using the strip, and I hold my finger against the side of the strip here to check my sugar. There you go. And it's going to say checking because that's what it's doing. Now don't be afraid of this big number that comes up because it's actually getting much better. So right now my blood sugar is 190. Now for me, what I'm going to do with that is my target rate right now is 130, between 100 and 130. It used to be much higher, but I'll go into that in another video. So I'm going to take my 190 here, and you're going to see some options where it says done, tag, or next. Well, I'm not done, so I'm going to push next here, and it's going to say, are you going to eat now? Now, considering I'm going to have breakfast soon, well, lunch, it's already 1 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and hit yes, and it's going to ask me how many carbs, and we'll go into this in another video also, but I know that my carbs are going to be about 80 to 100. So I'm going to set my meter at 100 carbs, 100 grams of carbs, and push enter. It says it's going to give me 9.5 units extra. And then I'm going to hit confirm. And it's probably going to do something dumb. There it goes. So you can see here it says delivering bolus. That means it's giving me my 9.5 units. So I'm going to just set this right next to my pod because it has to be in a certain area so that they can read each other. And it's going to go for a little bit, and when it's done, it's going to go beep and let me know it's done. And that is how I start my day off. I also take a lot of oral medication, which I'll go into in another video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something new. If you have any tips, comments, advice, let me know. Have a wonderful day and be safe.